Hey friends, welcome back to Mom Likely. Today we're going to be deep cleaning in the kitchen and get into some neglected spots in here that I really haven't got to. My oven for one, and then, well, a bunch of stuff all over the house. I'm sick right now. I don't feel the best, but I'm doing okay. I had a fever for a couple days, but I'm starting to get over it now. Hopefully in the next couple days I'll be better. I can't believe how much grease actually accumulates underneath here. It's on the fan blades and everything, and I barely even fry anything. So I'm really shocked at how much grease is actually up here. So I went ahead and took this down to clean it. The only thing that I mainly cook, that's really bad, I think is bacon. So I think that's the main culprit, but whatever, it's so yummy, right? So I went ahead and got into this oven first. My oven has been really looking amazing since switching to cleaning it with a pumice stone. I always mention it when I've been cleaning it more recently because I think it's just such a time saver. You need far less product. You don't have to use, harsh products. And then it takes a lot of the elbow grease out of it as well. So I'm just using a degreaser in here just to get at the walls a bit. And then there's one big spot down here. But this thing has really been a big lifesaver when it comes to cleaning the oven because it takes barely any time at all.
Put all your stuff away and check out for the day. There's no time to waste when it's 100 degrees. Burns under my feet. Won't you have a drink with me? We head into town, see what it's about. Barely need a shirt, though the sun has almost set. Make the most of it, I know we will dance and sing. There's a heat wave, there's a heat wave rolling in. There's a heat wave, yeah. There's a party in the streets and the city's on fire. There's a
Now, my microwave, I do clean quite often whenever it gets really bad or if the bottom plate gets messy. Typically, though, I'll just use water in here with a warm rag, but since I had some multi-purpose spray, I just put it in here for now. It also helped to get out some of the odor. But this thing, it's just always getting messy, so I had to include this for sure. As I'm editing this, I've been keeping tabs on the news, and just there's so much devastation right now going on in California. And even looking around at our homes, on the things that we need to do and what we need to clean and maintain. And it's just like, we all just need to be fortunate and grateful that, our homes are still here, because I can't imagine waking up and not having our home. It's just so really sad. So just praying for everybody over there, and hopefully they can get everything under control and everyone can figure out what they're going to do now. It's just so crazy. So one thing that I do, I try to do this once a season. I've kind of turned into the space in my head where I kind of prefer to do like the yearly maintenance work kind of like in the winter. Because like even though it makes sense to do a lot of stuff in the summer because like it's more inspiring in the summer and stuff, it kind of makes more sense to do it in the winter because it's after, you've had your house open up and blowing the wind around all summer and being stuffy inside for a long time, for a few months at this point. So I kind of actually prefer to get this stuff done in the winter versus like spring cleaning, if that makes sense. So I try to pull the oven out. We've been here a year, so this is quite a bit of stuff actually under here for a year. But I'm going to try to make it a habit now to do this in the winter time instead of in the spring. It also makes sense too, depending on where you are. You don't have to, it lessens the chance of like little critters, fumes and smells from being stuck in the house and all that. So the other thing that I try to move out and clean under once a year as well is my refrigerator. I did that recently though, I think like a couple of months ago. And then in the last video, I'll link it for you right here if you want to check it out. But I cleaned the inside of the refrigerator. So this kitchen is definitely in good shape right now after all this cleaning in here. It's just so amazing at all the things that literally need to be done in here. Just because there's so much going on and there's so many appliances and stuff. The one thing I wish I could do is completely pull out the dishwasher, but I haven't did that yet just because it's more stuck in there. And I remember at the old house, like pulling that thing out just created so much issue because like we couldn't really get it to go back in. So you'll see like more towards the end of the video when I clean like under the little area. It definitely is gross under there, but I haven't pulled that out yet. So maybe this summer we'll try. This is also the ice maker. It's absolutely disgusting. I just haven't known how to clean it for forever now. And now I learned that running vinegar through it, just like you would a coffee maker, actually cleans it out. So I'm going to scrub all this like mold out of here and get it all cleaned. And then now, having figured this out, I can keep it more maintained, and then this won't happen again. So if you have an ice maker, cycle through vinegar, put in vinegar, let it run, empty out all the water, and then cycle through fresh water about 2 or 3 times, throwing out all the ice, and then it should be clean and fresh. So I wanted to switch out some of the tiered trays that I had here on the little snack bar. I just felt like it really wasn't working out using what I had up here with a little bread basket. I just felt like all the different kind of bread, like it just kept going bad under there because not knowing what's under there, and then if we put chips on top. So I went and pulled this out of the basement, which was one of my larger tiered trays, so that way I could display like all the snacks that everyone always grabs and then kind of have all the bread out to be seen. And then of course there's space for, some fruit and things. Now, anytime where we don't have like a lot of chips and stuff, obviously there's more room to put like extra fruit and vegetables, but then I also have that stuff in the refrigerator too. So this is after just cleaning the fridge recently. I took all the decor down up here and I just been using it to store all the Mios. Jordan has like an obsession with Mios because she will not drink plain water. This is the only way I can get her to drink water, is just keeping these Mios on hand, and she'll take a water bottle every day with them. And I was like, well, maybe I'll just turn that into like a little drink section as well. So I'm going to go out and see what I can find, but I kind of want to display teas up there as well. Just giving this area a good dusting and trying to clean behind it. The organization here I think works well for all the cookware in that. It's just inside of these baskets we kind of just go between putting extra chips in there and hot noodles, and then James has a bunch of stuff that he stores in here that he takes back and forth to work. But really there's no rhyme or reason to these baskets in this cube organizer. It's just a good way to keep everything hidden and contained. And that's why I love this the most. But I love being able to display the cookware in here and give it a place, and then it's also easily accessible. So during this day, actually, the repair people ended up coming to fix our heat. We ended up having to get like a new system board put on our boiler for our baseboard heating. And while he was here, I actually asked him, how do I, take apart these the baseboard frame so that way I can clean under there. So I didn't get to it in this video, but that's going to be one of my projects probably for the summer, is to clean the baseboard heating. I want to make sure I get under there and give everything a good vacuum, plus wipe down all the registers, because I know especially with the dogs it's nasty. Now this cup I got from the zoo, and let me tell you, these drinks at the zoo were like $20, but I'm replacing this cup with this thrift shop little juice dispenser thingy that I found. I use that cup to put dog water in the dog bowls and then to fill up the ice maker, but now I'm finally getting rid of this because it broke, thank gosh, and I'm just having this other cute one. I pulled it out of the hutch, and we'll use that water container to fill up the ice maker and then give the dogs water as well. It's a lot cuter, and it doesn't have to stay on my counter anymore. It can stay on the snack bar. This ice maker was so disgusting. This is what came out of it after scrubbing it and soaking it and draining it. And then I went back through, of course, with a toothbrush, a new one, of course, and I cleaned the inside, scrubbed it where it was like little intricate parts where you couldn't really get in, and then I filled it up and started letting the cycle run through. I also learned recently that these machines work best if you use tap water instead of like bottled water. Something else I haven't done in here in a while is take this light down and clean inside of it. When we got here and James replaced the light bulbs, we did it then, but it just collected a lot, being that the window's right here and we open it a lot in the summer. And of course it's the kitchen, so there's a lot of different, fumes and steam and grease all the time. So I took this down and wanted to put that back up. Something I've been scared to do in here as well is clean these windows here. I wasn't really sure on how to take this apart, so I went ahead and figured that out today, which I'm thankful for because there was like leaves stuck in the screen and they were looking really dusty. I went through so many rags during this cleaning. I always do. But that's okay. I really love microfiber cloths. They are the GOAT cleaning tool. This is another neglected thing in the kitchen here that I don't clean often. The silverware and the utensils often get, filtered through and washed and put back up, but this base I haven't cleaned in so long. Being that it's here next to the oven and the stove, it's definitely grimy and greasy and dusty, so I'm going to go ahead and clean this up too. I love having a utensil holder because it frees up space in the silverware drawer if you don't have a lot of drawer space. But something I kind of want to do is get new knives and put all my utensils in my knife drawer, because here I have an extra drawer that fits our knives, so I kind of want to swap them, but I'm not sure. I wanted to get the beautiful knife set to match my crock pot and my toaster, but they didn't have it available when I went looking for it last time, so we'll see. Well, thanks so much for tuning in with me today. I hope you got some ideas as to what you can clean up in your kitchen, things that you've been putting off and neglecting, or maybe some things that you didn't think of. I had a great time here with you today. I'm definitely still resting up and hoping to get better here in the next couple days so I can get back to doing the things I like to do and cleaning up the mess that's occurred while I've been sick. So please give this video a like, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Thanks for stopping by. Bye.